Hello, I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we're going to talk about increasing your credit score, boosting your credit score. AU Trade Lines, aka Authorized User Trade Lines for Sale. We have a special price this month, and welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And today, as you know, we're going to be talking about AU trade lines. And of course, we got to go over a little of the procedure and the numbers that FICO uses so you can improve your credit score. But first, you can see we're on the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page. And as usual, please share the videos. Please let other people know that there is always hope. There's always ways to do things. So that would be help out greatly. And as I always say, there's a join button over here to support the channel where members get their special messages via the community tab, special videos once or twice a month to members only. And again, you have your own emojis as a member. You have your own character next to your name as well, plus a few other things. When you put letters and numbers, you can put in the chat, exclusive only to members. All right, without further ado, I'm going to do something a little bit different this time. Normally, I go over what you need to do to improve your credit score. But first, I'm going to go to the StopStrugglingNow.com website. And there'll be a link down below where you can go to the AU trade line page. These are all for sale. And anybody watching this video, good until the whole month of September 2020. If you see it after September 2020, it's going to be too late. But you get $25 off any trade line up until September 20th. Just say YouTube when you send me an email, or say you want the $25 off special that I saw on YouTube. I'll give it to you for the month of September, only if you order in the month of September 2020. Here's the thing. We're sitting here now, and as you can see, it's just a stock page. Again, I'll have the link down below. What I wanted to show you, though, a lot of people say, well, what's the highest credit limit, or what's the lowest price, or how soon can I get the trade line to post? So I wanted to go over this because you just need to click the top of the column, as you'll see me do here. We'll go credit limit. So when I click the top, you can see it goes from low to high. This is the lowest amount. You can see the price over here on the right. And notice this stock number means there's 3 spaces left. This is how you know when there's only 1 space left, there's really no hemming and hawing. I have a lot of people that'll send me something today, and then a week from now they'll say, hey, I want that trade line, and then I'm like, it's gone. So you have to be pretty quick to move when you see only 1 spot left. So let's just say a lot of people do the next thing. They say, well, what's the highest limit? So then you click again, and we'll get it to the highest available limit right now, which is this 46,000, and it's about 4 years old, and you can see the price, $1,206. And for the month of September, $25 less, so it'd be 11 something, roughly 1180. No, 11, yeah, around 1180. That would be about somewhere around there, 1181. So anyhow, now you say, hey, I want to get something quick as possible. So you can see here, the soonest you could do something is September 8th. And everybody asks the next question, when does it post? It generally posts about 10 days to 16, 17 days later after the purchase by date. So again, you click the top of the purchase by date. That's how we got to September 8th. You can see there's a few here. In fact, 3, 4, 5. And you would have to do everything the day before is what I like to do. So you would have to do it today, the 9th, and so on and so forth. You can see as you go down the month, you'll say, well, I don't need something to post And then the next question after that, everybody asks, how long does it stay on your credit report? Stays on your credit report 2 to 3 months. So you have to understand that we'll use an example here. Let's say it posts September 20th of the 20th of September. So then you're going to have 1 month is going to be October 20th. Then the next month, November 20th. So therefore you're going to have the whole month of the September to October 20th is 1 month. October 20th, November 20th is 2 months. Then the October 20th, November 20th is 2 months. Then November 20th to December 20th is 3 months. So when December 20th rolls around, then it should not be on your credit report any longer. After that, the 21st when it posts. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know how an AU trade line works. And now we'll go over the reasons why you need one. In fact, I got a question from a subscriber asking me, hey, I heard that AU trade lines don't work anymore. Now, I don't know why he heard that, because FICO 10 is not out yet. There's something else FICO is trying to do, and I'm going to do a special video on that, because once again, I keep telling people that FICO, they're not your friend. Credit bureaus are not your friend. They're always trying to figure out a way to make your credit score lower. Sure, it benefits people who always stay on time and keep their payments on time, but they're just keep messing with the algorithms, so potentially more people could fall below 700, in my opinion, which now means more people have higher interest rates. So there's something that just came out that they're going to try and use against you as well, because FICO 10, let's face it, hasn't been implemented yet. So they're messing around with a different pilot program. So the bottom line of the story is AU's trade lines still work. I've had a few people tell me in the last 30 days their score increased. And you can't guarantee a score will increase, but that's why if anybody ever wants an AU trade line, I need to see your credit report, or I need your login for Credit Karma. It's just that plain and simple, because a lot of people may already have a low debt utilization. You may already have on-time payments. That's 65% of your credit score, so I might as well put that in right now. We might as well just get to it so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Payment history is 35% of your score, so as long as that's on time and you have a 99% or a 100%, then an AU trade line, which you can get age for, is only going to be like 15% of your credit score. So you want to have payment history, which you might have longer payment history, but that's not going to really do anything with your score. The other second significant number is 30% debt utilization. So if you already have debt utilization under 10%, and you already have 99 or 100% on-time payment history, and you already have like 5 years length of credit history, and you have new credit and types of credit, then potentially an AU trade line might only improve your score a little bit. Insignificant, 5 points, 10 points. Some people may need larger point increases. And then again, like I said, there's really no guarantee or how many points an AU trade line will raise your score. A lot of people ask me how many points will it increase, and I keep saying nobody should be telling you how many points it's going to increase, because nobody knows. If FICO, Experian, TransUnion, all these credit agencies, if they actually said, hey, we need 10 accounts that shows on-time payments 100%, then they said, oh, length of history has to be at least 7 years. If they say amount owed has to be under 9%. New credit every year. Types of credit, a mix of installment loans, revolving credit, personal loans, and your score will be 825, which they will never do. Then they would be locked in. When you have these arbitrary numbers, then that way they can always fudge with the numbers a little bit. So therefore, nobody knows how many points your score will go up or down. If you miss a payment, nobody knows how many points your score is going to go down. If you go to 20% debt utilization from 10%, nobody knows what's going to happen with your score. If your length of history decreases from 10 years to 5 years, nobody knows. We can only guess. So these are the things that the FICO and the credit bureaus, this is why they get to use things against you, in my opinion. So when we're talking about AU trade lines, then you say, okay, payment history, maybe I need a longer time frame, maybe you don't. Amount owed, if you have a 70% debt utilization, then you're going to need a higher credit limit for the AU trade line. If your length of history is 2 years and you want it to go out to 5 years, then you need a trade line that may be 10 years long. These are the kind of things that we have to see your credit report and look at your credit file and make sure that an AU trade line is going to be worth it. Oftentimes, primary trade lines could actually do the same thing, and primary trade lines are much more valuable, in my opinion, especially when you're talking about New Coast Direct, My Jewelers Club, which has a $5,000 trade line to it, and it's a revolving trade line. And then especially since you have Self-Lender and Credit Strong, which are installment trade lines, which also have $5,000, $9,000, $18,000 trade lines, which are installment trade lines, which are fixed payments. And debt utilization usually doesn't matter against installment trade lines. So that's why it just helps you for on-time payment history. And it also shows that you have a credit of a higher amount, which helps you if you try to get credit cards and they see others have given you 5,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. The odds of you getting a credit card when your credit is right, then you should get 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 also. So these are the kind of things that you have to keep in mind when you have an AU trade line. The last thing, the AU trade line only stays on your report, as I mentioned, for 3 months. Therefore, if you're getting an AU trade line, you have to have a plan. You know, you're trying to improve your credit score based on something. But again, nobody can guarantee that your credit score is going to be improved. So this is why you just shouldn't arbitrarily be buying AU trade lines. All right? So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to get any deeper into this, but we'll go back to the screen so you actually know where you can go get the AU trade lines. And all you have to do is hit the top of the columns, like I said, and that'll tell you. And date opened is the age, which I completely forgot about. So see, you can go back like 18, 19 years. That's a long time for on-time payments and decent credit limit. So with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And you know it's hard out here. And this is why I always give you guys the real deal. So this way you can manipulate the system a little bit and help yourself at the same time. Some people are trying to get cars. Some people are trying to get homes. Some people are trying to get financing. You just never know why you need to improve or try to improve your credit score. And it can be done quickly. So with all that said, keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.